The following stream contains mature content and subject matter. Viewer discretion is advised.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the season finale of Magic City Memoirs. I am the Ravnos Archon. I'll be your storyteller this evening. And before we get to our catch-up, let me have my players introduce themselves and their characters.
Hey, everybody. I am Mama McStabber, and I am playing Sylvia Carson Abbott, a Hollow One Gaunt.
Hey there, everyone. I am Evie Eternal, and I will be playing Eden Whitlock, who is a Verbena witch.
Hey everybody, I'm Antera, and tonight I'll be playing Jack Turner of the Society of Ether.
And hi, I'm Maddox, and I'll be playing Jude Astor, Virtual Adept.
Excellent. And as last we left off, we got to see little snippets of Valentine's Day with everybody. We got to see an update from the Blink app and a apology sent out by the parent company, Pentagonal Technologies, offering a free month of premium service to everybody that got affected by the notification. We jumped to Friday as we got to meet Dr. Castillo, who is another awakened in the city, who happens to be a Cult of Ecstasy therapist. And we got to be introduced to the game of High-Low Buffalo. And the first step on Sylvia's journey to dealing with trauma from the past. Then we got to see everybody having lunch at the Pink Palace, and we got to meet Daphne Radcliffe, Sylvia's grandmother, and had a couple of little interesting moments where we saw some glimpses of the trapped avatar buried underneath the dementia that was tearing apart at her mind. And there was this very profound and very deep moment where Sylvia met said avatar and saw that it was in fact the questing beast, a kind of manticore of legend. And as she helped her grandmother pass, the questing beast became more and more whole, and we got to see it separate as her grandmother passed and the shard moved on to its next incarnation. Before closing out, though, we did get to see Jude's phone buzzing with a text message letting him know that the next meeting was going to be on Saturday at the library. And as we pick up, it's a whirlwind of a week for Sylvia. Families coming in.
Friends from up and down the East Coast. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Molly has helped Jack find the Irish smith that Daphne had talked about with the help of Marcus, since he actually works for this Irish smith. It turns out it is a Fianna Theurge named Hums the Moon Song. He owns a car mechanic shop called the Iron Works Collective. And as the weekend comes around, we're going to open up with Jude and Eden showing up to the library. Are you guys carpooling? Are you guys meeting up there?
I'd say just meeting there is fine.
Yeah, that seems reasonable.
It is a wild Saturday. College football is getting geared up to start. The people are putting up the newest team photos. Everybody's excited for this year. And as you get to the library, it is this massive building in the center of the campus. It is reeking of wealth. Like all the buildings in look super high tech and new, but this has that classic old money feel to it.
All right. So, you want to do the talking or?
I think between the both of us, it'll be fine. Try not to it's not an interrogation.
Right. Okay.
I'm sort of just thinking, treat them like alley cats. Slow movements.
Sure. I mean, we're in a public place, so.
Yeah. But I know they're going to be a little spooked because I didn't let on who I was when I contacted them. I just helped set up the meeting.
Fair enough. All right. Well, let's see what we're dealing with, I suppose.
From what I've gathered, some schmucks, but let's see just how schmucky they really are. And Jude will start walking forward.
Yeah. The first floor is massive. There is this kind of little dip down. There is a central kiosk for Starbucks because college students need their caffeine. There's two massive elevators on either side of the Starbucks, and then there's a wild stone curling grand staircase that leads up to the second floor, which looks to be like the actual first floor of the library itself. And there's a bunch of booths and tables strewn about this first floor. And in one booth in particular, you will see Liliette surrounded with three other people.
Through just the info I've combed through on her, are these potentially some Facebook friends or anything like that I could reference or cross-reference?
The one that's sitting next to her that you can clearly see is definitely one of her Facebook friends.
Okay.
Yeah, his name is Hector.
And, sorry, her name one more time?
Liliette.
Liliette. And that was the cover name or the original name that was buried?
That is the name that was given to you. You believe the cover name is Lily.
Okay. And Jude will just silently nod over to Eden, ask them.
Yeah. And Eden will recognize her from the playhouse.
There she is. You're right. All right. Well, I guess let's pull up a chair.
Yep. And Jude will honestly just follow Eden's lead on that one, grabbing a chair as well.
She sees you coming towards the table and she just kind of waves and then she motions to them to clear the table. You see that they're in the middle of playing Betrayal at House on the Hill. They're playing a board game.
Hey, I know this game. Good choice.
Yeah. It helps us to kind of stretch our muscles, to think outside the box. Wow, I didn't know it was going to be you two. And she pushes Hector into the booth, and the other two gentlemen kind of scooch in as well.
So, bet you guys were kind of curious about the text.
We figured it was either going to be one of you guys or one or the other. And she looks at Hector. Hector produces a little notebook, and she opens it up, and you can see just drawings, different alchemical symbols and things like that. And he just scans on. He's like, virtual adepts.
Jude's gonna take a long, deep breath on that one.
But she goes, "This is Hector. That's Ramiro, and that's Hugh." And they both wave. Oh wow! I real mages. This is wild.
While I think we're being very controlled, Jude will actually like at Eden.
Yeah. We might have fantastical world-ending ability. You never know.
Whoa. And they all look at Lily and they're like, you didn't say they had world-ending abilities. And she's like, guys, be cool, please. All right? Just be cool. So, thank you for coming.
Mm.
How can we help you?
Well, you've technically already done the first part, which is I wanted to meet you all.
Okay, cool.
Because
you're not going to kill us, right?
Do we need to?
I hope not.
Well, no. I don't see any reason to.
Okay, that would be terrible for our board game night.
I imagine so.
If you ever want, I could probably set up like a digital version on some sort of server. You could have an online one.
Oh, that's gross.
Everyone's so attached to their analog. And secondly, I'd like to set up, God, how am I fucking describe this? Business proposition, deal, working partnership. I'm not sure how to describe it exactly.
The last one seems reasonable.
I mean, to be honest, we're in uncharted territory right now. The bylaws say that we're not supposed to enter. Yeah. When we all took the oath, we were shown the bylaws that we all adhere to.
You took an oath?
Yeah.
Fair enough. And what did the oath say?
Oh, not to do any harm, not to overstep our boundaries, and to always just watch, record.
Well, that's what we'd be asking of you as a partner. I'll look toward Jude, isn't that right?
Yeah, and Jude will actually be checking his phone at the same time as they're saying this.
Mm-hmm.
Storyteller,
with
a teensy little bit of mind, could I maybe see if I could record the statute of these bylaws onto my phone?
Oh.
Turn their memories into text on like a notes thing or something?
With Mind One, no.
With Mind One, okay, no.
Yeah.
Damn.
To affect others, you would need to at least have 3.
Okay. Fair enough. Always fun to ask.
Yeah. With Mind One, though, you can turn it in on yourself. And none of them seem to have affected or tried to affect you or Eden.
Didn't expect it, but good to know. And then I'll put my phone away. So really, I guess what this is negotiations.
Well, I mean, we have nothing to offer you, and we're not technically. And Hector kind of bolsters himself up. Yeah, technically, we're like in uncharted territory here. Like we don't have rules for this. Like we're not supposed to be interacting with you.
Exactly. There aren't any rules for this.
Why can't you interact with us anyways?
Because you're who you are. Like you're gods amongst men. Like we shouldn't like draw your attention to us.
Ugh, I really hope I'm not a god.
Ugh, couldn't imagine.
Worship would be a nightmare.
I mean, it's not that you're gods. It's just that we've heard stories of those of you that have unbelievable power, kind of shaping reality to their whims.
Something like that, yeah.
We're not even the best at it.
Yeah, I mean that's
I mean, I like to think we're pretty good.
super dangerous. Like you guys are walking nuclear weapons.
Sorta. So,
But at the same time, do you see us actively trying to blow up the city?
Well, not you guys, no, but there's new players every day, and unfortunately, it's just the four of us here in Miami, so it gets stretched thin. Like the new girl at the park, we don't know anything about.
oh, y'all are on top of it. Impressive. So, in this uncharted territory, would it be wrong of us to ask for information? Say you were like a broker, or someone that has not many eyes, but eyes out around the city. It seems like you're at least somewhat informed. Maybe we could trade a little information for something every now and again.
I mean, we don't have a lot to go on. I don't know what we could offer you.
Well, you can't offer much yet, but let us put some investment in, maybe help you with some equipment.
And point you in the right direction. I mean, it'll help you keep eyes out, investigate.
I mean,
it's impressive enough that you have anything on me. I won't lie to you all. I'm kind of hard to follow.
Yeah, you should see him with a computer. It's insane.
The hardest part about you is finding out which one you were. But once we figured it out, we were pretty set.
Good job. So,
I have a quick random question, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Do any of you, and Jude will make sure to make eye contact with each of them, happen to know someone in government?
Not
like personally.
No, not personally.
And he's trying to be subtle, but it's also clear that he's more looking at Lily on this one.
Mm-hmm.
Because she was the one with the technocrat level firewalls and stuff on her accounts.
Yeah. She's like, not personally, no. We have middlemen that we can go through if we need anything, but we don't tug on those favors very often.
It was just impressive security, and I was wondering how you all managed to get it set up.
Oh yeah, that's another part of the bylaws. Once you are initiated, you see Hector's just like, shut up. And she goes, it's part of the territory.
If you want an avenue we could try pursuing, I'm not sure how reliable it would be, but if you want, we could try to help you be like us.
That's quite the claim.
I mean,
I don't know if they have anything like that in them.
I would be in uncharted territory on that front, but I've heard it's possible.
I mean, technically, but
but it might be intense or not even work.
I'm pretty happy where I am right now, and one of the guys is like, I don't know, I want to be one of these virtual adepts. they use computers and they play StarCraft all day, I guess.
Something like that. It seems
Not
like
not all day. I haven't touched StarCraft in a week.
a whole week. Wow, Jude.
Hey, that is progress for me. Shut up.
Are you an adept?
I am.
That's cool. Do you see the world as like the Matrix?
The Matrix got it about 5%, right?
Yeah.
Right track, just wrong fork in the road.
And the other guy's like, "Can you stop bullets?"
Not yet. Would be awesome to get to that point, though.
Damn, I want to stop bullets.
I mean, if it's a low enough caliber, you can technically stop a bullet, but then you'd just be in a lot of pain from stopping a bullet.
Oh, no, I don't want.
It's complicated.
But chew on that bit. Let it sit, and the next time we meet up, you can see if you want to discuss it further. Okay?
You see that Hector has already flipped to a clean page and has written Jude on the top and has written Adept.
Yeah, they're cataloging. It seems to be their biggest MO.
Yep. And you see cannot stop bullets. And cannot is underlined.
Yeah, they'll think that all the way up until I can. But really, if you all are okay with it, I think that there's benefit to be had from both sides. And if you want, we'll even keep it so down low that your bylaws won't even be fucked with.
Okay. Well, I mean, we haven't had a visit from any journeyman or anything in a while, so I think we're pretty good.
A journeyman?
Yeah, it's the next step up. Like, we're initiates, and she kind of motions to all of them.
Oh, we've met JV. Okay, that makes more sense.
Who's JV?
Junior varsity, you guys.
Oh, yeah. I don't know anything about sports, but yeah, that sounds right.
I know enough to not know anything. So, when it comes to sports, at least.
Hector writes that down. Knows enough to not know anything.
Listen, I think the few of us here at the table could all benefit from a mutually beneficial trading of information, even if it bends your bylaws a little, you know? There's nothing wrong with accepting a little money for like things that you see sometimes.
Oh, are you going to pay us?
Sure.
We can.
Oh, shit. Yeah, no, that sounds fantastic. We don't get paid for this.
Oh, damn.
And like I said, I am more than willing to like help you with some equipment stuff or upgrades.
Yeah, that man knows technology like on a like an emotional level.
You'll see Hugh reach down under the table and pull up his book bag. And he pulls out an actual Ghostbuster PKE meter. And he's like, "Can you fix that?"
For a storyteller, I'd like to look and see if this is like human-made technology or if they've gotten their hands on something actual.
You both have Prime, so you can sense that this is a wonder.
They have a wonder.
They had their hands on a wonder.
How did you get something like this?
Can I?
Oh. Yeah.
And Jude will pick it up and start examining it.
You see the little wings pop up, and when you aim it at one of them, there's no reading. But when you aim it at Eden, you see all the lights turn on, and there's just this kind of heartbeat monitor. And he's like, "Oh, you got it to work."
I'll be damned.
Shit,
Storyteller, is there a way to tell if this is... Does this device seem streamlined or show accurate?
It is movie accurate, but it is designed to find supernaturals.
I'm going to turn it and hold it back towards Hector. Aim it at me, just real quick.
Oh, okay. And does the same thing. Same thing that I did with Eden.
I'll be damned. May I again?
Yeah. I mean, this is how we kind of find people to observe.
That makes sense.
Yeah. There was a few people at the Playhouse.
Yeah, we remember.
Yeah, I remember you from the Playhouse.
You were talking to the owner, right? I'll look over toward Liliana.
Oh, yeah, Mr. Renault.
Yeah, how'd that go?
Yeah. I forgot a lot of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. You shouldn't interact with him anymore, by the way.
I think that, and then anytime that he shows up, I kind of feel like I want to be around him.
Yeah, that sounds like one of his abilities.
All right, if I can, I'm going to see if I can set up a fucking firewall about that shit, because that's so wrong. Can I borrow this?
For how long?
And Tara, roughly how confident is Jack in his reverse engineering skills?
He is pretty adept with most crafty technology skills. So,
let's say a weekend, maybe 4 days.
Oh, wow, that all right. That kind of shoots down all our plans for the rest of the weekend. Yeah, okay.
Oh, thanks. Seriously.
Yeah.
Truly,
I mean,
thank you. And Jude will put it in his book bag.
Yeah, I mean, we need it back because that was given to us by the journeyman.
It will be returned in perfect working order. I guarantee it.
Okay.
So these journeymen. Wait, what's above that? So is it like apprentice, like a video game, right? Like apprentice, and then you've got like journeyman, then you've got like expert, and then master. Is it something like that?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. After journeyman, it's knight.
Knight.
And then it's Lord.
Lord, damn.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, there's only like 5 lords in all of America.
Wow.
And the organization's purpose is just to observe?
Yep, to observe and catalog.
Understandable.
Do these observations ever go anywhere?
I mean, that's above our pay grade. Like we turn it in to the journeyman, and then whatever happens is his purview. But you know, our journeyman is up in Orlando, so he comes down like once a month. He tries to come down once a month.
Solid. We will happily pay for information if you manage to get your hands on anything that, might be relevant to our particular interests.
And maybe sometimes individuals from our area can sit down with you and at least fill you in on general information that you guys don't have.
Yeah. And Hector would just look at you as like, well, the only thing that we have really going on right now is that new player that turned up at the park. And there's a bunch of people are whispering about some kind of dragon that was released.
Something like that, yeah.
So,
wow, you guys really are interconnected.
More so than you think, surprisingly, in fact.
we all have our specialties.
Clearly.
Yeah, information right now that we're looking for is probably more related to that Renault guy. Just anything around him. He's a bit suspicious,
And Hector will pull out a different notebook, and you see that there is the word vampire written on it with the V coming down to like a point, like a fang, and then the E coming down to a point like a fang. Very, very much like the World of Darkness book.
God, this guy's as extra as Shanky. What the fuck?
Yeah, he's a leech. We definitely got that, but good job.
He flips through the book and he's like, the information that we've managed to learn is that he's always at the Biltmore. He has several companies that are shells for other companies, and his main public entity is Renault Industries, and people have referred to him as my prince.
Right. Damn. Okay.
So whatever that means.
Sounds fetishy.
That means he's probably fairly powerful. People are calling him Prince.
Either that or they're saying he's a musical talent unlike any generation after him, but I highly doubt that.
Yeah.
He doesn't wear any red berets, so
Exactly. Oh shit. Okay. Well, fair enough. I'll slide him a 20 and just like, I appreciate it. A little bit of basic information.
fucking his eyes light up. Pockets it.
Appreciate that. There's
Yeah,
plenty
yeah,
more
yeah.
where that came from.
Yeah, we got a few people that we're watching. You know, most people are inconsequential. Like, that Tots guy with the food truck.
Yeah, we know about him.
Okay.
He's just we think he's a ghoul. We don't really know.
Oh.
He's kind of an
Oh.
asshole.
So you don't know about him.
Oh.
And they flip to his page. He was working for a few companies. He's been around for almost 50 years, bouncing up and down and changing his last name, but he always chooses the first name Benjamin. And we've seen pictures of him in different time periods, the Miami Herald or the Sun Sentinel and things like that. But the only thing that we have going right now is that a lot of the other people in his group don't like him. And I think they refer to him by a slur. And instead of saying it, he shows you, like he turns the notebook towards you and it just says thin blood.
Okay. Okay.
I'm glad you understand what the fuck that means, because I certainly don't.
I've got an idea, but we'll probably talk about it later. Okay, well that's pretty good, and I'll slide another 20 over. I brought $200 just for this.
Yeah, no, he pockets it too.
Shit. Okay, that's a good piece of info. I was wondering a few things.
Just real quick, could you show me each of those pages in that particular notebook individually for me?
I mean, so far we've gotten $20 per page, so.
And she was just going to turn and look at Eden.
Slide another 20 over.
He randomly flips to a page, and you will see the name Jessica Alton.
Jessica Alton.
Yeah, she's attached to New World School of the Arts. It says there's a drawing of a rose, question marks around it. The phrase, does this mean anything? And then a picture of a matador. Like an actual, like, magazine clipped picture of a matador.
Holding the saber, or is it just the cape
the cape.
That? Okay.
Yeah, cape.
Why the matador?
Oh, I think that's what they called her. Either that or some kind of door, something a door. I just thought it was matador.
All right.
That's vague ringing, but I'm not super familiar with Leech Society. Just
yeah.
And
so
you have a notebook for every thing that you're seeing in the city.
And he pulls out 3 notebooks. It's like, we have vampires, we have the reality fuckers, that we call them the FRs.
changelings.
And then we have lupines. What are changelings?
The reality fuckers? Wait, who are the reality fuckers?
I think that's us. We'll tell them about the C words next time. How about that?
Oh, okay.
Probably need to bring a certain other person to have a better explanation of that.
Yeah, that's fair.
Do you guys have anywhere to be? Do you want us to start the game over?
Oh no, honestly, this was me just establishing contact and letting you guys know that we're open to collaboration more than anything.
Okay, cool. We'll give you our phone numbers.
Appreciate it. Yeah.
And truly, you asked earlier, but full transparency. I mean you no harm. None of us do.
Yeah, we're just chilling, genuinely. Like,
Good. Yeah,
It's so
the-
counterproductive to just randomly attack people. Have a reason.
yeah, the few notes that we have about anyone that has kind of gone 9/11 from your group is few and far between. The last time was in the 90s. So
That
right.
you heard of. There's probably more.
yeah,
Don't worry, the world keeps us in check more than you'd think.
okay, I didn't know that.
That part I can easily give for free. We're kept in check by things that we can't just argue against.
But yeah, we'll swap phone numbers.
Exchange with all of them.
Yeah.
You will also test to see which of them speak Spanish in case there's any outliers that don't.
No, Hector and Ramiro both speak Spanish.
Okay, figured. But
Yeah, and Liet, of course, and Hugh just kind of has his look like, what?
yeah, and it was mainly just Jude thanking them for their time and all that stuff.
Okay.
All right, well, I think that's about it for us. I need to fucking smoke. So
Oh yeah, how we can do that in the car.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they'll set up the game once you guys get up to leave, and you'll see them kind of give each other space again. As you finish up with them, we will transition to the whirlwind of family again, as the funeral has happened, the wake is happening. Who is at the wake?
All of Sylvia's family is there, even some aunts and uncles, cousins, that kind of thing. There's even friends of her grandparents and parents and stuff that's come in from various states along the East Coast. It's a full fucking house. And basically, her family has spread up and down the coast, and they've met people in various ways and have left marks everywhere. So, yeah.
Your mother, you said, was a redhead.
Yes.
Have you told her about how your grandmother's name suddenly has an underline and a box in the Bible?
I showed her. And when I did, I noticed mine was indicated a little differently. It was underlined, but with the underline, there were flowers drawn into the ends of the line.
How did your mom take it?
She cried.
Do you two trust anyone else in your family with your abilities?
The family all knows because, you know, when you're a kid with these things, it's not like it's a secret you can keep. And the men tend to be a little sensitive, like they can feel the cold spots, but they're not attuned, really. So yeah, I would say the family generally knows that the women are very, very sensitive and can see and interact with spirits and things like that. But the Bible gets passed to those who actually have not just that, but an affinity for other crafts as well.
Yeah.
And when Sylvia shows this to her mother, she says, Grandma woke to her crafts. She had a moment of pure clarity. The end.
She finally fulfilled her destiny then.
What?
She finally fulfilled her destiny.
Yeah.
She was always meant to have this gift.
Now it will go to another.
And she'll hug you. And just kind of stay there in the embrace for a little longer than normal.
Mm-hmm.
If Nate is hanging around with his brothers,
He is.
where's Daphne?
Daphne was probably in the room with us girls.
Okay. How
And
does she take her daughter's reaction to?
She's
the
probably
news?
doing both smiling and crying.
Have you passed on the information that you can see her?
I did.
Okay.
I figure her mother could probably see her too.
Yeah.
Because we know death doesn't take them too far.
Okay.
And so once we're done looking at it, Sylvia puts the Bible away and we rejoin the rest of the family and friends.
With your entropy, have you tried to look at which of the family members are fetters, if any?
No. She sees that as personal.
Okay.
And she respects what the soul considers important too much to invade that privacy. She's gaunt because she respects the spirits, doesn't poke holes in their vulnerabilities.
Okay. During the wake, you said your brothers and you would play music for the family?
Yes,
does
we
everybody
would.
play?
We play Stolen Roses, which is a beautiful song. And we do it acoustically. As Sylvia is preparing her cello and her brothers are doing their instruments, her eldest brother, Edgar, he typically does drums, but he will also do other rhythm and percussive instruments, such as in this case, a tambourine for this song, because it is a more folksy kind of song. And he will actually go to the player piano and flip the switch. Nobody outside of their household knows that the player piano hasn't worked in 50 years.
That's Nate.
That's Nate playing the player piano. And her second eldest brother, Oscar, he plays the guitar. It's an acoustic guitar. And her baby brother, Sheridan, he plays an accordion.
Mm.
Yep. And Sylvia will play the cello and will sing the song. So
You see your grandmother, you can see her joining in.
mm-hmm. It's
You can
one of
see her
her,
mouth.
and the reason that Sylvia had them all play that was because that was one of her grandmother's favorite songs that Sylvia would play.
You can't hear it. She's probably still too weak to throw her voice over the shroud. But you definitely do see happy tears, and you can see her mouthing the same words. Who else is at this wake? Is the Cabal at the wake? Do they get to see this Mumford
If they
and Sons?
wanted to be, they were welcome.
Okay.
You'd probably had to show up late due to work and stuff, but he would have tried to make it there at some point.
You know Aiden's there.
Yeah. Rose is there with Isaac, but he is keeping his distance. He's more there for her than anything else. But he does kind of steal glances over her, and he kind of smiles. There's this little sly smile on the side of his face, and then he kind of shakes it away and pays attention to his sister. As the rest of the week goes by, we'll see Jack meet up with Marcus. You're in Hialeah. There's a mechanic shop. And you see that he is in overalls, spotty, oil stains everywhere. And his human form is this tall, 6'6", 6'7", just Nordic barbarian of a man. But he comes over to you and he just hugs you. It is Jack. It's good to see you again, my friend.
Hey, buddy. I'll hug him back.
Yeah. And he does pick you up when he hugs you. Come back. I have told my friend about you. He is not excited, but he is very angry.
Oh.
I have not met a lupine that is not angry.
Oh. I was hoping to meet the unicorn.
No, they don't exist. I mean, not here. I can take you into the dreaming if you would like to see one in person.
I have to hard pass on that one, buddy.
Oh, okay. You haven't lived until you've ridden a unicorn, unless you have ridden Lucifer in Denver.
Then I haven't lived. Maybe you have to go to Denver someday.
It is dangerous.
Anyway, what should I know about this guy?
He told me that he does not want to use his human name around you because of the shenanigans that your people have done with his people. So he wants you to call him Hums the Moon Song, or just Hums, Hummy, Hummer, whatever works, honestly. He is not too terrible, but he is what they call Fianna.
Okay.
He's from Scotland, Ireland, that kind of area. Hates the British, so don't bring them up unless you're belittling them or telling him how terrible they are to you.
Okay.
He really does enjoy that. Do not bring up any of the English soccer teams, especially not Arsenal. He hates Arsenal.
Okay.
And he is a spirit worker.
Oh, okay. Like our other new friend.
Which new friend?
We met. That one of us awakened the other day.
Oh yeah, no, he is not like her. This is like actual spirits. Like, no offense to you or your kind, but you guys, you're like
no, not taken.
Baby hands compared to the lupines.
We get it. There's a lot of
massive clawed hands that they do with spirit stuff.
So, yes.
And he walks you over, and you see that he's working on a 97 like Ford Ranger.
Oh. Favorite truck. That's Santero's favorite truck.
It's black. It's got these red stripes, but you also notice there is a spoiler on it that's red, and there is this little gray triangle. It's almost like if this was a van, it would be the A-Team van. That's the painting motif that this Ranger has. But he kicks the pair of feet that are sticking out from underneath it, and you see the little back dolly kind of slide out, and you will see this kind of scrawny but very muscular gentleman, orange, kind of blondish hair, like more blonde than red, these wild bushy eyebrows, 5 o'clock shadow, but a very thick mustache, green eyes, and just oil-stained overalls as well. What's something that stands out to you as he stands up?
Probably the smell. It's a mix between the garage and engine tuning and oil and a lupus. There's probably a strong I would say musk scent that's mixing in with the oil and the grease and that sort of thing.
Yeah, and he like will wipe his hands down, and you don't know if it's cleaning them or if he's dirtying them. It's the same thing to you.
Mhm.
This is your world, and he extends his hand out to you. It's a pleasure to meet you. I've heard good things from Marcus.
Oh, well, thank you. We're at the good things too. I'm Jack.
Yeah. I've tried to hear things from Molly, but that bitch can't say a word over 3 decibels.
I can help with that.
I heard that you did something to her microphone. Good for you.
Yeah,
Thank fucking
I
Christ.
got the rough end of a knocker on that one, but whatever.
Yeah, well, there's no soft end to any knocker that I've come across. So
yeah. Anywho, I don't want to get right to business. Can I help you with the truck? I'm a bit of a mechanic myself.
No, I would never ask a guest to come in and get his hands dirty.
It's sincerely, it is no trouble. Like, I'll get antsy just talking words with people.
Oh, I understand that. I get that. I get the same way too. It just, that's why I love talking to spirits, because if they don't want to, they don't have to say anything back.
Nice. I don't know if that's good.
You can just chew their ear off, and they'll just sit there and take it.
All right. So, do you want to work and talk?
I mean, if I heard from Marcus that you wanted to see a sword, and so that we're gonna have to go into the back.
Okay.
So, and he looks at him and is like, "All right, you big fuck, keep finishing what I'm doing." And Marcus is like, "All right, I don't know what you were doing, but I will try to fix whatever you broke." And he gets down underneath and slides into the bottom of the Ford.
Well, he has to lift the truck up like another foot.
Yeah. But you go into the back and you'll see that there's like this little hallway. There's a door that leads to a unisex bathroom, and there's another door that says office. And between the door leading to the garage and leading to the office, there is a full mirror from waist to ceiling. And he reaches his hand out for you. He's like, you're gonna want to hold my hand for this.
Oh, we going somewhere?
Oh, I mean, I don't know how much practice your people have had with this, but I keep my smithy on the other side.
Oh, all right. Takes his hand.
Right. And he will pull you into the Umbra.
Right.
He steps into the mirror, and as you see him kind of stargate into this ripple of air, your hand resists for a little bit, I think, because this is beyond anything that you've ever seen. And as it touches this false water, you are pulled into the space between worlds. How does it feel to Jack to step sideways? What is the sensation for an etherite?
I think you hit on it. It's like until he gets used to it, it's going to be like he's sort of in slow motion. There's a resistance to everything he's doing. He probably chalks it up to it being an etherite, that maybe the ether's thicker here, and he just has to adjust to it. But yeah, he's kind of like, he's not scared, but he's just he's very curious. This is entirely new experience for him.
And when you're pulled across, you will see that there is a similar space. The hallway extends about another 10 feet in either direction from where you come out. The door to the bathroom doesn't exist. There's just this spider web, and there is this glowing kind of green and blue spider that just looks at you, and it just waves one of its mandibles. The office is just a box that sits there empty, has no real representation in the Umbra. And the garage itself has this anvil in the center. There is this fire pit right underneath where the ford was in the real world. And hanging on the wall, you will see this wicked blade that has glyphs on the bottom of the fuller, and it looks like it has leather straps tying it to the handle, which is impossible, but looks like a dinosaur bone. Like, you imagine maybe a moose, a big moose might have had a bone like this, but this looks bigger than that. And he kind of comes over and he sits on the anvil. So, what do you need a sword for? Your people aren't really martial like that.
So apparently there's a dragon on the loose.
Oh. What kind of dragon are you dealing with?
Apparently, I don't know the word. I don't know the name, but it escaped from the dreaming when we may or may not have opened a trod.
Oh, all right. So you're dealing with a mythical dragon then, Arthurian, wings and fire breathing and all that.
That all sounds fascinating, but nothing I want in my face.
Right. That's nothing that anyone wants in their face, to be honest. How big of a dragon are you dealing with? How much time are you looking at to craft the sword?
Do I know out of character? Do we have an idea? Did they describe it to us?
No.
Marcus, or
but you also know that the dragon he's describing is not the same thing that you've seen. You've seen an alligator with wings.
Yeah. So this is going to sound weird.
Sure.
We saw, and
we're not like in the liminal space between words or anything, but yeah, go ahead. Tell me something weird.
I think it's an alligator with wings.
He stands up and he goes over to the sword and he pulls it off the wall. Say that again. Slow.
It's an alligator with wings.
He comes over and he places the sword very gently, very reverently on the anvil. My first rite of passage when I became a Fostern was to craft this magnificent weapon. My next rite of passage when I became an Adrian was to imbue this monstrosity with something worthy of it. I have been waiting since the first time that I have borne the silver boar needed to forge this blade to kill this dragon.
Oh. That. Happy to have you on board. I think we're going to need your help.
Well, you're not dealing with a dragon, unfortunately.
Okay.
This is something far more primordial, far more ancient than just some Arthurian legend. And my people sang the Arthurian legend to life. I tell you what, this is something akin to the Pharaoh. But if it was stuck in Arcadia, in the dreaming, it's been warped by the powers of imagination.
Oh, so it's sorry. I'm gonna if this is a slur, I am sorry. It was a shifter, a shape changer.
You're just batting 1,000.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm terribly sorry. I
terrible words.
He's not Jack isn't laughing. He's like, I'm sorry. I don't know the proper etiquette.
No, it's fine. It's fine. A lot of people will use nomenclature like that, and it's fine around me. There are those of us that are not city wolves that would take offense to that.
Understood.
But
Farah is the correct word.
well, Farah is for those that aren't wolfkin.
Gotcha. So this is possibly what did Inara call herself? A Macaulay?
Oh, you've met the Farah before.
Yeah. Yeah, she helped. She was trying to negotiate with the New Awaken. There's a new node in Tropica Park.
Oh. Wait. Are you talking about Tanya?
Mm-hmm.
This has gotten much more interesting and dangerous, I think, for myself.
Oh.
Uh,
So I should stop talking.
no,
Okay.
we're thick in the mud now. All right. Do you think we're going to need someone like Marcus?
I wouldn't turn down a troll in a fight.
Also, you know what he is. Good.
Molly too.
Oh yeah, Molly scares the fuck out of me.
So full disclosure, that's my girlfriend.
Does she know that?
It was me that didn't.
Oh, I could see that. I could see that. Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She's actually really sweet. Just
Oh, I am sure that she is like cotton candy on a warm summer day. She looks like fucking Edgar Allan Poe's worst nightmare come to life and
you're not wrong.
vomited out of Stephen King's mouth.
Mm-hmm. And can you see her real self?
No, thank fuck.
Oh, okay. Because if that bothers you, then it's good that you can't.
Yeah, no. Marcus showed me his true self once, and the first instinct, and I blame my heritage and my upbringing, was I could probably take this fucker out.
That would be a hell of a fight.
I have not tested the extent of that statement, and as I've gotten older, I find that he is still kind of the same age, so I think he's got a leg up now on me. But it would be a hell of a fight, I tell you what.
Yeah.
Go down swinging.
He's a big boy.
Nah, that's a big boy. And this whole time, you've been hard lining eye contact with him, and as he grabs a sword and kind of looks around, he's like, well, we'll need to go back to where the mirrors are, because that's where my clothes are. And now you notice that he is naked.
Oh. Is that normal when you come here? Wait, I check my clothes.
No, you're fine.
Okay.
Yeah. Mages aren't like lupines, because their existence in the Umbra, because of your avatar, creates a idealized version. So whatever you think you look like, that's what you look like in the Umbra.
Okay.
So what does Jack look like in his idealized version?
Oh God. He probably looks like he's probably a little taller. He's already like 6 foot, but he's probably taller, and he's probably dressed like someone from a metal band in the 70s or 80s. Just like leather vest with studs on it, jeans, chaps, fucking boots. Yeah, looks like a rocker.
Yeah, Black Betty is playing in the background when you look down at yourself. But he just kind of goes back into the hallway and just pat with his bare feet. And then he again reaches his hand out to you. I don't know how you feel about holding a naked man's hand, but you know.
Yeah.
We'll go through this together.
It's a day of the week ended in Y.
Right? Can't be afraid to take chances. And
Take his hand.
He'll pull you through the Umbra, back through the gauntlet into the real world. And in this real version, you will notice that the blade is smaller. It has shrunk. Mm-hmm. It still has those wicked edges. The handle still looks like it's made of bone, but it's much smaller here. It's almost like the size of a short sword, barely 2 feet long. But you will notice that the glyphs that were etched onto the fuller are still there, still the same size. And he looks around and he's just like, I don't want to put this on the floor, so why don't you hold my clave for me?
Okay. Oh.
He hands it to you nonchalantly, almost like how your avatar handed you his sword.
Jesus.
And the moment you hold it, it is 50 pounds almost of just pure metal and silver. And because of your matter, you will notice that this is mostly silver.
Oh. Huh. Silver.
And he looks at you as he's pulling up his pants like, oh, yeah. Claves and ground claves can only be made of silver.
Oh. And I'm assuming that means it's like a special lupine weapon?
No, it's a ceremonial weapon, yeah. Sure.
Oh, cool. Can I don't know, whistle real loud as a instrument? And I'm going to use a forces effect to make the sword lighter. Or at least the area around it so I can lift it.
Okay.
Gravity, help me, I beg you.
Yeah.
Like I can't let this sit. All these heavy weapons.
Yeah, no, man.
What
people?
What kind of forces is that too?
Yeah, we'll say forces too.
Okay.
Whatever happened to fencing swords, damn it.
Yeah, right. Give me a good foil nowadays. Yeah.
So no.
You're using your instrument, you're in your paradigm.
Mm-hmm.
There are no sleepers because it's just you and him.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just base difficulty.
Put it at 5?
Yeah.
Okay. One success.
All right. All you need. You will see there is this light control, and right as the tip is about to touch the concrete, there is this force that exudes from your arms down through the blade, and you bring it up, just almost like you are admiring the craftsmanship. It's pointed straight up in front of you, and it weighs much more than it looks like it should. Yeah. It is so strange. But the moment he puts on his clothes and he reaches for it, it is like he's holding a knife. It just sings as he waves it around and grabs a sheath out of his office and kind of ties around his back. All right.
With my forces, like, could I tell like how balanced it was for a blade? Like, is it like does this masterwork? Like bowls
with matter, you would have known that it is completely unwieldy. It is not in any way, shape, or form supposed to be able to move that freely. But he has a way with it, and you don't have spirit,
no.
So you don't know what he imbued into it.
Right.
But there's definitely something there that's not metal that is helping.
Interesting. I don't want to offend this guy further, so I'm not going to ask to examine it some more.
And
even though I kind of want to.
When you go outside, you will see that Molly is there talking to Marcus, and she kind of smiles when you come out, and she waves and hums, just kind of takes a step back. Jesus, fuck, give me some warning.
He's probably here the whole time.
And she glides over to you Hi, Jack.
Hey, Molly, how are you?
Hey, the Queen would like you and your friends to be there when we reinvigorate the Duchess.
Oh,
Is that going to be okay?
yeah. I mean, I'll be there. I'll have to check with the others, but I think it'll be okay.
Nice. Thank you.
Yeah, you're
And
welcome.
She reaches out her hand to you, and it's clammy, moist.
I give her a hug.
Okay. And she wraps her arms around you like two anacondas and just stays there for a lot longer than is comfortable.
Jack, if she steps on his feet so he can walk.
Yeah. Okay. And Marcus does have to pull her off. All right, it is time for you to go back and let her know that we will be there. Thank you, Molly. She's like, all right, bye, guys. And
bye, Molly.
She goes to shake Hum's hand, and he's like, no, fuck no. Keep your distance for the love of everything holy. She's like, all right, one day I'll get you to hold my hand. He's like, no, the fuck you will. And she just glides straight out of the garage. And Marcus is like, I did not mean to surprise you. She kind of surprised me.
I imagine it's not hard for her to surprise literally anybody.
I have tried so hard to put the cowbell on her, but she just won't.
He needs all.
She's a good kid.
Anyways,
Hums will give you a business card.
Sure.
When you're ready to take this dragon on, give me a call. The number on the back is my personal cell phone. Don't tell any of the Everglades wolves that I have it.
Oh, I'm not.
Yeah, no. It was given to me by a glasswalker, and as a city wolf, I don't need any more antagonization by those fucks.
Oh, yeah, I met two with who were they? Hold on.
I apologize for whatever they put you through.
No, their name. What is their names? Looking through my notes. Eyes and Sing.
Oh,
they were right bastards.
Yeah, I think I know which ones they were. In fact, was one of them a wolfhound kind of
the entire time,
right? Yeah, yep. He's a red talon. He's a right bastard. And the other one kind of looked like me, but less handsome, maybe bigger.
Yeah, taller, but way less handsome.
Yeah. Oh, fucking ugly, that piece of shit. Yeah, he's a Getter Fenris. He's a right bastard too.
Yeah.
They sent a pharaoh with the two worst fucking wolves they could have sent.
She was ready to bite their heads off.
I bet.
Yeah, they were
meet
not
them
at the node in Tropica Park. Sorry.
Oh, all right. Okay. Yeah, you call it very different things.
Yeah.
That might be why you
the Cairn. Sorry. Yeah.
Right. Yes. Thank you for taking our nomenclature into account. Yes. That's probably why they didn't attack you. If it was any kind of neutral territory, they might have shifted.
Yeah.
I mean, both of them might have wanted that.
Yeah. I didn't like how the wolfhound was looking at my friend. I couldn't figure out why he was looking at him that way, but he was real interested.
Who's your friend? Well, I'll meet him when I meet the rest of them, I guess.
Yeah. Jude. You'll meet him. He's a tech guy. Sorry, kind of like me.
Jude. Is his parents Beatle fans?
No, I never asked.
If they are, fuck them.
Right. Fuck the British.
Right. You get it. You understand.
Well, if you need me, here, tell me. I love working on cars. I never say no.
Sure. I think if this big for nothing ever gets sick, I know who to call now.
Yeah.
And Marcus just kind of stands there. I never get sick because I am a spitting image of health. I was told so by the count that I adhere to, and whose pledge I have sworn fealty to. He just has his big smile on his face. He's like, all right. So I'll be waiting for your phone call. You get back to work, he points to Marcus.
All right. And now hold up my hand again. Thanks. Thank you.
Yeah. He shakes your hand.
I'm going to go catch up with Molly.
And she is waiting for you outside.
Okay.
But as you all have the information that you've gathered, I think this is a good point to call to break. So we'll be back in a few minutes, everybody.
All righty, we'll be back in 10ish.
Welcome back, everybody. In the first half, we got to see a glimpse of how shoddy the Arcanum is. We got to see a little bit of the wake and the funeral for Sylvia's grandmother. And we got to meet the Irish Smith. And in the second half, we're picking up who is going to the Duchess's reenchantment. All right,
Everyone.
everybody. Excellent.
Fuck yeah, Sylvia isn't going back to work until like her last day of the week that she would normally work, so she's taking off like a week and a half of work. She going.
Yeah,
Definitely.
She can't do like normal people right now. She yeah, all the fantasy, sure.
yeah.
Anything to disconnect you from reality more.
Hey, it's fine.
Exactly.
You know,
And
therapist
because-
says, find something that brings you joy. Okay, let's find something crazy.
Let's find something. And because it is where it started and it is the safest place to take the four of you, they will tell you to meet them at the Coconut Grove Playhouse.
Okay.
And you will see that the place is covered up again. Things are being moved around. It looks like it's in a state of refurbishment and whatnot. But in the main house, you will see a bunch of people have gathered that you don't recognize or that you might have seen in passing in different parts of the city, especially Jack at Gramps. You will see the server, the little Boggin girl from Homestead.
Mhm.
He's there. Marcus is sitting next to Molly. And the only one that looks out of place right now is the woman that was the historian about the Coconut Grove Playhouse. She looks like she's trying to organize everybody and into what she thinks is some kind of special needs tour. Everybody is kind of treating the situation very mildly, like they are trying to dance around the subject of being Fae. And when you come in, Marcus will come over and shake everybody's hands, except you'll see him pick up Jack into a big bear hug. And there's this moment where you will feel that same pulse that you felt the last time you were here, the not quintessence, the glamour, now that you've come to realize what it is. And one of the others will come up on stage and kind of get everybody's attention, and the conversations start to diminish. And you will hear a knock. She kind of leans down and knocks on the stage, and you will all hear a door open. And you will feel this wave of creativity. Jack will suddenly realize how to work the ball return on the billiard table that he's been designing. Sylvia will figure out a new angle for a book. Eden will find some new research that had been eluding her, an angle on the subject of preserving wildlife while still keeping the human footprint at the minimalist level, but still considering the expansion necessary as humanity increases. And Jude will see the code of what's been going on suddenly broken in front of him. Everything that you've noticed up until now has been just this kind of breadcrumb that's been leading you towards something. And with this flash of inspiration, you will notice that inquisitive, scour, ferret, explorer, these are all synonyms for the same thing. All the JAAs that you were dealing with, they all have a sequential number, 45, 46, you're 47, there's a 48 and a 49. The addresses start to make sense to you now. And you will see the Duchess suddenly look like she's learned the secret to her grandmother's strawberry shortcake recipe. There's this profound kind of like aha moment. And as you start to see the she version of herself coming back, everybody starts to kind of writhe and move rhythmically. You will hear this Renaissance kind of Ren Fair music. You don't know where it's coming from. It's coming from everywhere, from nowhere at the same time. And somebody will stand up suddenly straight and erect and just yell out, Oedipus Rex is also known as Oedipus the King in the same productions. And then he collapses. And then somebody else will stand up. Have you ever noticed how when dog paws clack on surfaces, it sounds like billiard balls? And he collapses. And somebody else. Have you ever noticed that when fire-breathing dragons have smoke tendrils, it kind of looks like cigars? And they collapse.
I'm going to be sensing life to make sure these people are still living.
They are.
Okay.
They are. There's all of you with Prime will feel like there's something else that's coming through. There's this snake that's slithering through people, and every time that it gets to somebody, there's some new piece of information that's being dealt. And the more information that gets handed out, the more solid this she becomes.
Mm.
And then you will notice that everybody stands up at the same time, but it's not a uniform of voices. It is Inara's voice. And she says, yeah, we're Gaia's memory. We're the kings who remember. And then everybody will turn either a shade of red or a shade of black, and you'll see this checkerboard, and somebody will put on a crown. I am the king now. And then somebody will hold up their arms in a circle, and it'll fill itself out almost like the old French silent movie, A Trip to the Moon. And you will see a rocket called the Jules Verne kind of crash into it. And there is this realization in everyone that all of the seeds have been pointing to the same thing, the dragon. The alligator in Homestead trying to find its kin. The tie that Tanya has to the Fianna, and the other wolves, she is kin. The innocents that were with Inara, they are kin. The crown on Benji's food truck, the crowned keg for King Brewery, everything has been leading to this moment. And once everybody exhales at the same time and collapses, you hear the door close. And instead of the simple, well-dressed woman that was in charge of the Preservation Society for the Coconut Grove Playhouse, you will see the regal she that you saw that night. Restored, powerful, radiating this aura that extends throughout all of her people.
It was fate.
Everyone around her still collapse.
They're gathering themselves, but it feels like this took a lot out of everyone.
Oh,
That was incredible.
It was. And Jude doesn't finish his thought.
it was something.
It takes a moment, and Marcus pulls himself up to his feet. And he stands in the middle of the aisle, and he takes a knee. For my Duchess, I pledge my fealty once again. And slowly, people start to march out from their seats, gathering their strength. Some of them stumble, trying to hold themselves up. But you will see a cavalcade of them come over and just kneel and repeat their fealty. Some will just start to walk out. You see that they have this look like they're hungover.
That really was something. The world's a crazy place.
But all of you have been re-enchanted again.
I really don't like how they can just do that.
I'm inclined to agree with Sylvia.
Do which part?
This
Shove
whole-
their shit on us.
Yeah,
You see
just
all of them for
suddenly
who they
seeing
really
it.
are. The satyrs, the trolls, the other she, the slua that are there.
My God,
Because are the ideas in my head for my next book, are they mine or are they theirs? How do I know?
Mhm.
I don't, because their shit got shoved on me without my fucking consent.
Yeah. I don't know if it was intentional or what, but yeah, that was certainly something. If
It
you knew
didn't
ideas
hit me
for
as hard the
cultivation.
last time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
feels really good. Feels
You guys
really
want to get some air?
good. Yeah. I need to smoke.
Yeah, I don't trust anything that feels that good. And Sylvia will literally turn and walk out.
It is a dangerous drug.
Mm-hmm.
Now, since all of you have mine now, you do have that sense of like, this could be addicting.
Damn
There's
it.
something nefarious hidden behind the good feeling that this gives you.
Yeah. Jeez. Head outside for a moment and pull out a pack of smokes. Jude? Menthol?
Yeah, sure, why not? I could use some mint.
I'll sit on the other side of the porch with Sylvia.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look
Shit.
around for the ghosts.
They're there.
How are they
Centered.
reacting?
They're kind of huddled together. They're looking at the house, at the playhouse, with trepidation and worry. But once they see that you've come out and you're okay, they start to relax.
And she just looks at
also,
them and kind of gives them a slight smile and says, I'm fine.
Yeah, and Nate kind of just nods reassuringly as well.
My friends were worried.
Oh,
Yeah, I can't hear him, but I can see him now. So that's good.
Hmm?
you don't.
Do you want to see them?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Sylvia
You-
just looks and says, my other friend's going to take a look at you, okay?
They all nod. You'll see the three from before. And
The
you'll see
young
Nate.
woman. You'll see my brother.
Yeah.
Hey, is that your brother?
Yeah. He's with me
I can
almost all the
tell.
time.
I can tell.
Mm.
Same cheekbones.
Mm-hmm. We were Irish twins.
Gotcha. Hell.
There isn't a weird, almost clone of you this time, is there, Eden?
I mean, she's in my neighborhood, but I mean, I don't know if I can look that fucking regal.
I'm just remembering from the first time.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
She looks to the little boy and looks to Eden. He thought you were pretty.
And you see him the moment he hears that, he shies behind the actress.
So
can't
he
speak to
kind
him,
of
but-
transposed your face onto her features. He thought you were pretty.
I'll mouth thank you. I don't think he can hear me. My voice doesn't pierce the veil like Sylvia's does, so
But Sylvia say, she thanks you for the compliment.
He runs off.
He's a bit bashful.
Oh, that's all right, really. Damn.
Under his breath, Jude's once again just going to very calmly mutter, "Fucking creepy."
I'll
Yep.
nudge him just real hard with my elbow.
Ow, you have bony
fuck up.
elbows, Eden. Stop
My
that.
ass.
You don't know if you willed it into existence or if it was just happenstance, but the moment you say that, the door to the bar across the street opens and you hear the chorus to Radiohead's Creep.
Sylvia starts singing along. She loves that song.
Oh damn, it's the white people anthem. Oh,
I know,
fuck.
right?
Yeah, you
No,
can
that's
always-
Welcome to the Black Parade.
Okay, fair enough.
Jude's just giving a nod, like, yeah, the universe has that sort of convenient timing, doesn't it?
Sure does.
Hells.
And Jude, actually, storyteller, Jude's going to quick take out and just open up his phone, not the burner phone with Blink, but his phone
His
to
phone.
photo settings.
Yep.
And just try to take a look through. I don't have spirit, but just looking for a dragon.
You tap into your prime as you turn the camera onto the playhouse. And there's no dragon, but there is this tail of dark clouds that aren't there with your naked eye. And they snake towards the southwest.
Yeah, immediately inform the group on that one. Jude's
I'll
planning.
take a look with spirit. Do I see something different?
You see that it's not a set of dark clouds, it's an actual smoke trail.
Oh, that's a smoke trail.
You can see that in the spirit world, there is just this flaming line
Mm-hmm.
that is extending towards the southwest.
And it's definitely extending southwest.
Shit.
Yeesh. I don't like either description that we are now given for that shit. Put my phone away.
Sylvia has spirit too, right?
Mm-hmm.
You'll sense that the fire isn't real fire. It is rage personified.
That fire, that's not regular fire. That is...
There's a primal
that is
lash out.
ruthless. Primal rage.
So, rage, that's interesting. I told you I met with Humps, the
Yeah.
Irismith. He doesn't think it's a dragon.
What does he think it is?
He thinks it's, and he'll look, we're alone here, right?
Mhm.
He,
Other than a couple ghosts, but you know,
yeah.
they're going to eavesdrop anyway, so fuck it. This is part of the deal. They get her information. They get to get information from her. So, you know?
Oh, you being a slew.
Yeah, with Sylvia's reminder, Jude smokes half his cigarette in one go.
He believes it's a Farah that was caught in the dreaming.
Shit. Okay.
Okay, like the weregators, like the one we met.
Yeah. And like the one
And the
you
ones
saw.
that I've been seeing the spirits of.
Yeah. That's what the rage made me think of. And the
But
wings
it
were just a
got
byproduct.
trapped in the dreaming.
Yep.
The fuck was it doing there?
Maybe it got caught up in the bullshit that Etherite was doing.
So
That
it's probably
was-
5 types of fucked up then.
What, 60
Yeah.
years ago?
Yeah.
That's a long time to be trapped somewhere.
Yeah.
Especially
to get angry.
especially if time doesn't work the same there.
Would it be smarter for us to ignore it or try to calm it?
Shit. I don't think I can calm those creatures because I can't stay calm around those creatures. I'm going to be real. Every single one of them fucking were creatures are fucked up. Okay? Seriously. They claim that they're working with the natural order of things. They are so against the natural order. They can't survive by natural selection. They shouldn't exist.
Whoa. Easy, so.
But it's true.
I mean, kind of.
Compulsory breeding, Eden.
I know. It's fucked up.
You know, one of them has realized that they're doing the same thing over and over again, and it ain't working.
Yeah.
And yet they're still dying out, right?
Right.
Maybe all the moderates among them died first, and that's why we're getting this.
Maybe. Anyway, we're gonna go check this shit out. This is not good.
Oh, I really don't want to, but
It'll be our need to call Hums because he needs to pick a scrap of it.
He's gonna fight the fucking thing.
Oh yeah. He's all
He's a
torqued up.
werewolf. Of course he's going to fight the fucking thing.
I mean, he wanted to fight Marcus, but he realized that would be a bad idea.
better aimed away from us than at us.
Exactly.
I would bet Marcus would mop the floor with him.
Maybe.
Never seen either of them fight, but I could probably put up decent odds.
All
We
right.
should probably tell Marcus if he's not busy with that we're going to go take a look.
Yeah, we might want to let them know inside. Jack, I volunteer you. You've been voluntold.
Yeah,
You've been voluntold. I'm not going back in with those people.
That's fine.
Jude licks his
Fucking-
fingers
ugh.
and puts out his cigarette and just tucks it behind his ear.
All right. Jack goes back. Hello.
Yeah, with Sil.
What's that?
I said I'm staying out with Sil.
Damn it. No one's going with me.
Nope. You're on your own.
I'll
You're
go
on
with
your
you.
own because you're tied to them changelings. You
No,
go for that.
I'll go with him. I'm enchanted right now. Why not?
Yeah, just
That's
go.
great.
Y'all are weird.
Yep.
Says the Kinane.
But as you're going to talk to Marcus, Jude, your phone will buzz, and an unknown number will have sent a GIF. There's an alligator in the middle of a death roll.
Something's getting attacked.
Okay.
And then Jude will just send back like a thinking face sort of thing in response.
Yep.
Actually, it's just a picture of the thinker sculpture. That's what he sends.
Yep. And Marcus is, the moment you're like, we're going, he reaches down and just pulls out this claymore made completely of ice and granite. And the only reason you can see it is because you're enchanted now, but he's just like, it is time. I am more than ready. And if I have to give my life for you, Jack, there is no one else that I would rather give these to.
Oh, well, thank you.
And maybe a
I'm
bit
honored.
overblown. Just try not to die.
If it's a dragon, it would be an honor to die.
But
Okay.
it's very D&D. The bards who tell stories for ages.
Not the fucking truth.
But he follows you out.
We get anybody else, or just, I mean, you're enough.
Oh yeah, there he is. Holy shit, that sword.
No.
I'll text Hums that we're heading.
I'm not gonna lie, in Sylvia's head, just for a second, she thought I would say compensating, but looking at him, I doubt it.
Not compensating. It's actually just accurate ratios.
Yeah. She doesn't say a word.
Happy to see me, or is that a claymore in your pocket?
Yeah. Jack will get a GIF sent back from Hums of Ozzy Osbourne biting in the head of Alphabet.
Someone's torqued up. All right.
And just where? Where?
Where what? Oh,
That way.
southwest.
Coconut Grove.
Southwest of Coconut Grove Playhouse.
Thumbs up emoji.
All right, who's driving? Who's going with who? Come on, let's get fucking moving. Oh boy.
I would like to go in a big car, please. I have long legs.
Definitely not mine. You'll be cramped as shit.
I got an
You can sit-
SUV. You're fine.
He can be in my Jeep.
That too.
Okay, I like this Jeep idea. Do you have the rubber duckies?
Wait, Jeeps do shit with rubber ducks too? I thought that was only programmers.
No, you have to have the rubber ducks on the dash.
They surround the passage.
I work with someone at work who has a Jeep with a bunch of little rubber ducks on the dash.
It's a cult. It's a cult.
There's also the internal culture of leaving rubber ducks on other people's Jeeps.
Yep.
Yes. I've thought about doing that to her Jeep.
The funniest is watching people take their doors off their Jeeps.
Anyway, yeah, so Sylvia will probably ride with Jack because she doesn't want to, be choked out by the smokers. And
It's a good system we have.
yeah.
You start following the trail. Sylvia pointing it out to Jack, and Eden and Jude following in their car.
Mm-hmm.
And you get to Tropical Park. And the closer you get to the park, the more it starts to rain. There's thunder, flashes of lightning. Eden has.
Is this natural rain?
Do you have forces?
I don't.
I do.
I do.
I'll check the fucking weather app. What the fuck?
Sorry. What were you saying?
The weather app does say that there is rain forecast in this area. But with forces, if you want to make an arete roll,
Certainly.
Yeah.
will be
Each have
forces
something in their own
1.
thing.
Forces 1. I have irritate
Initiative?
3 now.
He's already in combat.
Oh, damn.
That means I can't change my equipment.
Nope.
Oopsie daisies.
Whatever you went in with, that's what you get.
Difficulty?
It should give you a difficulty automatically. Remember, there are sleepers because there are other cars.
And it's just Arate in this case that I'm clicking, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1 success.
Okay. So there is very little. There was naturally some kind of pattern, a low in the area, but this is exaggerated. There is something that is forcing this storm.
Talk about setting the fucking stage.
And there's something reminiscent about everything that your avatar has been showing you recently.
Deja vu.
Pulling into the parking lot, you will see that there's already a thin layer of water that you splash into as you get out of the cars. And you will see that Tanya is under the tree, but she looks distressed. There's barely anybody out. Some are huddled in the gazebo. Could anybody make a perception and awareness roll for me?
Okay. Perception and awareness. So just perception for me.
Can I use
6.
intuitive?
You can.
Does it have to be awareness or could we go alertness?
It is awareness.
That is 5 successes.
God damn.
Oh, that's right. I don't have enough skill, so it only gets on 10s. So 0 successes.
Wow,
Oh,
I'm
no.
a 4.
Okay.
My alertness is good. My awareness is not.
Yeah. 2 for Jude, 4 for Jack, and 5 for Sylvia. So as you're walking towards the
She's
tree.
perceptive.
Yeah, she is.
Someone needs to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if she
walking-
can't fight, she better be the lookout.
You better be a fucking lookout. Yeah, everybody had a job. All of you will see that there are people huddled, running towards gazebos, trying to take up any kind of protective space. It looks like the storm kind of came on suddenly because people are still kind of trying to dry off, trying to find a dry space. But Jude will notice that there's one gazebo that isn't packed to the gills. Kind of looks odd with all the other ones huddled. Jack and Sylvia will realize that it's the same girls that were there trying to make it big on the app. Doing the same thing. Bye, bye, bye. Sylvia will see the glitch as the image of the girls resets.
Oh. Oh. Those girls aren't real.
Which girls?
What?
The ones that were dancing last time.
They're not real. They just reset.
They're in a loop.
Loop. Storyteller, can I check with some time to see if that's what's fucking with it or if they're something else?
I want to check to see. I should be able to
Wanna
sense
check
if
with
they
life?
are actually living or not.
You should be able to, yes.
Between entropy, life, spirit, prime, all that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She's
you
got
can-
a lot of shit to sense if something's living or not.
Sylvia can confirm something's existence with pretty good accuracy.
With pretty good accuracy.
Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead and roll your arete.
Okay.
Use life 1, mind 1.
Is it
and
just
that's
an arete roll or is it a casting roll?
not the casting roll?
Okay.
But it's going to be mind and life 1. That's all you really need for living things.
Okay.
Jude, go ahead and roll your arete.
Time
For
one.
time. Yeah. Remember, there are sleepers.
We are at a node, though, right?
Yeah. But you are in a node. So
Is it -1, -2?
-1.
-1. Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, I botched. I ain't sensing shit.
No.
I remember willpower at the last second for that one.
Ooh, yeah, I see that. So Sylvia will take
I'm gonna take some paradox.
3 points of paradox.
Yeah.
Oh, ouch.
And how does it represent in Sylvia? Because with Jude, it was just bruising and aches, but Sylvia's already kind of misshapen from her accident.
Yeah, I would say honestly, has she gotten out of the vehicle already? I think we have.
Yeah.
Okay. So she hasn't even taken a step away from the vehicle yet when she notices that, and she sensed it, and she was trying to get a sense of what these fucking girls are, when all of a sudden she like crumbles against the fucking Jeep. It's like, okay, I'm not walking in there, guys.
Oh, shit.
Marcus is there to pick you up.
And she's in a lot of pain.
Oh, geez.
Shit, so
He puts his big hand on top of your head. Is the rain bothering you?
I'm okay, but thank you.
Yeah.
It's
okay.
A lot.
Dude,
and I'm going to try again since he's carrying me.
Yeah. Big strong man.
Nothing.
Yeah. So that will raise the difficulty by 1.
Yep.
No.
There's no travel like troll travel.
Nope. Princess Carrie.
And you said there's not one scrap of time in this?
You reach out and there is nothing temporally active here.
That's so fucking weird.
Yeah, something's not right. Fuck.
I can't keep risking it, but I feel like I missed the opportunity to also try and sense with forces in mind as well, because it could be an illusion, it could be a trick of the light, it could be anything. Fuck.
Maybe you could see if they're connected to something.
It's not a bad idea. We can reach out too. Fuck it, let's reach out together.
Yeah, why not? This is the time of magic.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's not.
Sure.
I don't know what you just did, Rabbit. It's terrifying.
That's 2 successes.
2 successes.
Yeah.
They are not alive. There's nothing living in that gazebo. And when you reach out with mind, there is actually an effect to discourage anyone from going to that gazebo.
Oh. Hey, big guy, take me to that gazebo.
Oh, are you sure? I don't feel like we should go in that direction.
Yeah, that's on purpose. I want to find out why.
There's girls there that are practicing. I don't want to mess up.
Yeah, no, they're not real. They're not real. That's a magic effect. And I'm going to figure out why they don't want someone going into that gazebo.
I don't like that.
Yep, Jack's following.
100%.
You notice that Marcus starts to take you towards the gazebo, and then he starts to veer away from it.
Fucking hell, if you can't willpower through it, somebody with some willpower fucking carry me in there.
Jack specifically carry you. Fuck.
Yeah, Jack has mine too. He doesn't care about that shit.
Yeah.
No, I mean, Sylvia's not a big girl. She's like 5'2", 5'3", about 110 pounds. She's not very big.
So what was Jude rolling for?
It was more using the forces in mind just to have a strong basis of what exactly is the fuckery that makes them just a repeating image, a living GIF, as it were.
With forces, you will realize that they are exactly that. They're a living GIF. They're a hologram.
Light bent in a very specific way. Okay.
Correct.
And then mind.
And the sound, too. The sound is using the sound is bouncing off of the gazebo in such a way to make their movement more fluid. It is
Sylvia's about to
high tech.
photobomb their fucking shit. So
It's very high quality forces work. Jude is somewhat impressed, but then also mind, which probably just confirms what Sylvia already heard.
There's nothing alive in there.
Cool. And then
that protocol of like, don't come here.
And then the correspondence is what's generating the effect and where's the connection so I can follow it back.
It's
was
something
what Jude was
in the
looking for.
gazebo.
that's why Sylvia wanted to go in it, because if they want you to stay out, that means you go in.
Yep. But yeah, Marcus will hand her off to Jack. I don't understand. I was moving right towards it.
It's okay, big guy. Just stay ready.
Oh, I am more than ready. Yes.
Yes, some sort of deterrent. What the fuck?
No.
Keep an eye out for Hums too. He should be here.
Yeah. Yes.
Eden, are you good at talking people down, calming people, shit like that?
I mean, I'm all right. Yeah.
We'll do it together. And Jude's going to start walking towards
Tanya?
God, Tanya, thank you. Fuck.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
As Jack and Sylvia are walking towards the gazebo, make an arete roll, not a cast roll, to counter magic, because this is strong deterrent. It's going to be mind 1. It's going to be difficulty 7.
You said counter magic can only be done if you have the first level in a sphere.
If you have at least
right?
the first level.
2
level
successes.
Sphere. 2 successes.
Because I used a willpower.
Yay!
I got one. I used the willpower.
Yeah. One is enough. There's a moment where Jack almost deviates, and then there's you have to like.
No, don't you do it! Don't you do it!
just grabs his ear and pulls him back on the course.
Don't you do it!
Don't you turn away from me.
God damn it! I will crawl my ass in there if you turn around.
And you will see that the closer you get, the more two-dimensional they become. It is such a good effect that is going on right now. And the music is covering the sound of the drone that is hovering in the center of the steepled roof.
Oh. I have enough entropy to make that bastard decay. I'm going to do that.
Okay, good.
Always unlucky when your drone just randomly shorts.
Right? So you're going to try to decay the innards. Anyone in particular, or just the whole system?
Jack can probably suss out the different parts if you want.
Yes. She's going to look and say, okay, which parts will disable it and power it down, but keep it so you guys can investigate it?
With just a cursory glance, Jack will see that there's 4 real instruments. There's the body, the propellers, the projector, and the cameras.
We don't want to short the power supply because it might ruin any data on it. I would say probably the rotors just make a crash.
Okay, then I'm going to go for the propellers.
Okay.
The rotor housing inside the propellers that make them rotate to make them basically seize up.
Right. And you have prime?
I have prime.
All right. And
was that going to be prime 1 or 2?
2. If you want to make it permanent, it's going to be 2 and a quintessence point.
Okay, I will spend a quintessence.
Okay.
Okay.
So entropy 2,
entropy
prime 2.
2, prime 2.
Yep.
Decay, baby.
But you are in a node, so I think those will cancel each other out.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, are the sleepers even watching, or is it just that they're there?
Just that they're there.
Yeah.
Because there's always
their
somebody
presence fucks us.
Yeah, there's always somebody that has some kind of field of vision. So even if you're in the periphery of somebody, like they still count as realities.
I would say this is vulgar, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Oh yeah, this is vulgar.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, you are actively
Oh, yeah.
destroying something.
She's going to be like, fuck you, baby.
Again, it's just really unlucky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I got everything. It's vulgar, witnesses, using a willpower, spending an arete, and I am near a node. Okay.
Yep.
Three successes.
Oh, damn. I didn't even have to ask for duration or damage. It is enough that it is instantaneous. It's 1 second it's hovering, and the next second the girls are gone, and the drone just comes crashing down to the floor.
Mm-hmm.
All right. The camera is the camera on the bottom, or is it on the side? Or
It's got a camera on each side.
Okay.
There are 4.
And I just looked at Jack. I'm like, you can set me down on the bench here.
Oh,
You
sure.
can
Sorry.
go collect it.
Set her down.
And there is on top, there is this little diamond shape with a globe in the center. Does Jack have a cult?
Sylvia does.
Jack does not.
Jack does not. So it's a weird symbol to Jack. It looks industrial in
He's
some
got a-
way, shape, or form.
He's got enigmas. No.
No, that's the cult.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
she's like, what you looking at? What's on it?
Symbol. Triangle with a circle in the middle.
Okay, I got a cult. Intelligence occult?
Intelligence occult?
Okay.
Sounds like an alchemy thing.
Danger, whatever.
Yeah. Difficulty 6.
Alrighty then. I don't think my mediumship is going to apply to this, so I'm not going to use that. No.
If the symbol was
That's 2
dead and a
successes.
ghost.
Okay. It is something, given the traveling that Sylvia has done, it is definitely something that she would have seen before.
Mm-hmm.
It is the symbol for the New World Order.
Oh, that's New World Order.
Yeah, that's a technocracy.
That
branch.
is technocracy bullshit right there.
So, yeah, they're going to come looking for this.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, I kind of want to fry it just to.
I mean, I can.
Jude will kill me.
And then I can still work with you. It's fine. Sorry, morbid sense of humor.
Oh, medium humor.
It's true.
The kind of humor that's just lukewarm.
Yeah.
That's true.
As you mentally debate what to do with this, we'll see that Eden and Jude go over to Tanya, and you notice that she is struggling to hold on to the tree. There's something that, and she just looks up at you. You have to help it. I don't know what to do to it. You have to help it.
Due to what? What are you feeling?
Yeah, where's the cat? Where's it sitting? What's going on?
You don't see it?
No, I don't. Point me.
Yeah, she
Point it like we're blind.
She points to an area underneath the big branch that the cat usually sits on.
I can see the spirits.
Do you want to activate your spirit sight?
Absolutely.
Given the shenaniganery that's already happened in the park?
Yes. Oh, baby, yeah.
Okay. All these effects are just stacking coincidence. I love it.
Coincidentally, right?
Coincidentally.
Sylvia just went vulgar as fuck.
What could go wrong?
Yeah. The eye of reality is above you.
As a question storyteller,
Yes, sir.
just because I'm realizing that our lovely foundry only does what you tell it, and it doesn't do things automatically on its own.
Mhm.
I don't know if I have any quintessence stored up.
Oh, because you fed your homie?
Uh-huh. But
you
I have access to a
right?
node. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. What's your arete?
Two.
Your avatar?
Same, 2.
Okay, yeah, I'll give you 2 points.
Awesome.
I'll be nice.
Then yeah, immediately one of those quintessence. He's gonna just conceptually, because he's a fucking techie, he's gonna use his phone to just transmit the quintessence, like sort of convert it into like a signal, like Wi-Fi almost, and send it at the cat. See if he can help both. No, but she gave a direction. I got enough correspondence. Maybe even though it's not a spirit, I can see relative distance to what I'm supposed to be aiming at. I don't know.
Sure.
Could I share senses with Jude?
Oh, that's a life 3 effect because you gotta affect somebody else.
So close. One more.
Yeah.
I'm too advanced of a life form. Sorry.
Yeah.
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Yeah, if he was like an amoeba, life 2 for sure.
Fair enough.
No, I'm slightly more evolved than that, and have
like
slightly more cells.
Yeah, he has thoughts and opinions and shit. That's too high.
And complex, varied biology.
Yeah.
Oh,
all right. So yeah,
I mean, you're a man, so is it really complex?
In the more general human sense, yeah.
So I do see this spirit, this creature, I
You
presume.
rolled your everything?
Oh,
So it's a casting roll. It's going to be spirit 1.
yes.
You are in a node. You are sleepers, though.
Yeah. Okay, so that'd be difficulty, what, 4?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it should be fine.
Should be fine.
Yeah, 3 successes.
Yep.
No problem.
Yeah, you're lucky you got more than 2. There's a moment where you've seen spirits since you've picked up spirit. Like you've been able
about a couple weeks.
Yeah, you've been able to kind of, the second Sylvia says, "Oh, there's a thing there," you're like, "Oh, I want to see it too," and you do. The gauntlet here feels thicker, even though you're in a park. Even though you know this is a node, there's something that is trying to prevent you from reaching over. And when you do, you will see that the cat, this magnificent panther, is trapped in the jaws of this massive alligator. Its wings are dilapidated and featherless. It's just flaps of skin with feathers here and there. But it is just slamming the cat to either side of its face.
Eden is gonna like fucking back up against the tree. Holy shit! That's a lot worse than I thought.
You do see that kind of cigar smoke coming out of the corners of its mouth. You hear the clacking of billiard balls as it stomps its foot and clicks its head against itself.
When Sylvia hears Eden do that, she's going to immediately turn on spirit sense to sense it, and she's going to be, Marcus, get your big ass over here.
Marcus is still affected by the gazebo.
Get your big ass over here.
He slides around, so he's kind of like looking where you're looking. He's like, "What do you want me to do? I can't go into gazebo."
No, there. We're next in front of Eden. Literally there. Dragon.
I go over there. Yes. And you see him start like double timing over to Eden. And he brings his sword down. He's just like, "Am I hitting it? Is this where it is?"
Yeah. I'll point right towards where it is.
Giving him directions.
Can you see it? Do you have any idea how to sense it?
I don't know what this is. I was hoping that it would actually exist.
Yeah, me fucking too.
It's it exists for you. You'll see it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's a spirit, sort of, kind of.
And he just
it's
brings
attacking.
a sword down every so often. He's like, "Am I hitting it? Am I making contact?"
Is he?
The answer is probably no.
He is, but it just goes through the alligator.
Completely ineffective.
I hate that word.
Yeah, me fucking too. I will try and siphon a quintessence towards the cat to keep it going because it is getting fucked up right now.
Okay. Do you have Prime 2?
I do.
Okay, yeah. So just mark off your quintessence, and you see that it does heal some of its damage, and the alligator immediately turns his attention to you, and there is an echo of the scene from your avatar, from your seeking. The water around you, you start to feel it coming up to your shin.
Shit.
And the moment it looks at you, it has that same kind of dominating glare of submit or be eaten.
Shit.
And then it slams its tail and the water shoots up around it and the sound shakes your body. Let me have you soak 5 points of bruising damage.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh God, we're so human. Ouch.
You know? I assume that would knock me on my fucking ass.
Well, depending on how much you soak.
Let's see.
It is a
Roll
stamina.
stamina.
Stamina. Okay.
Yeah.
Difficulty?
6.
6?
Yeah.
And I can't use willpower for this, right?
You can. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll do that. That seems like a good idea.
Yeah, sure.
I soaked 2 of it.
Okay.
Hey, Jack, get me over there.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so you're going to take 3
Please.
points of bashing damage, and everybody will just see Eden double over.
Oh, fuck.
Like
Okay.
she took a baseball bat to the chest.
All right, I get Sylvia piggyback.
Yep.
And I just
So
bolt.
fucking lootly. And she literally has her notepad with a waterproof fucking pen because it's fucking raining.
Yeah.
It is.
And she
works in
is
the water
writing.
too?
She is like
Pencils.
scribbling fucking vigorously while she's being carried piggyback because she is
Yep.
going to cast a fucking spell on this goddamn dragon.
What are you going to do?
All right. So once she gets there, she's literally, because even piggyback, she's probably about arm height on Marcus, right?
Yeah.
And so she's going to literally take her hands, she's going to take the paper, ball it up in her hands, and then she's going to grab onto his hands that's holding the fucking sword.
Yep.
And she's going to use entropy and fucking spirit
Ooh,
to do damage with his swing against
shit.
the fucking dragon.
I like it.
Maybe throw in a
like
touch up prime if you can.
And a touch of prime.
Okay.
Because spirit to pierce through the gauntlet,
Yes.
entropy to fucking damage it,
Yes.
and prime to make that shit fucking hurt.
Okay. So it's going to be all 3 of those at level 2.
Uh-huh. Luckily, she's got it.
Yeah.
Maddox approves.
I mean, if you're going to see the medium/witch go off, this is how she goes off, okay? She is support.
I'll just always advocate for use of entropy since it's #favorite sphere. But
All right, so entropy, prime, and spirit too. Hell, do we need correspondence in it too to make sure it hits?
No.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. Do you have correspondence?
Because I got
too?
that too.
Correspondence. Yeah, just to ensure that Marcus hits it because he is flailing wildly.
Yeah, so I'll do correspondence as well. All of them at level 2.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. All right. So yes, it's probably vulgar as fuck because she is
Yes,
making a
it is.
goddamn scene. Who fucking cares at this
Yep.
point? They're gonna be like, there's some crazy fucking people in the rain, man.
hey, storyteller, while that's been happening, could I, instead of just holding the quintessence and thinking of how to send it to a cat, send it to Eden, who could then, when she gets a second, send it to the cat?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you could.
I don't know how quintessence transfer works, so
It's normally a prime 3 effect.
oh no, then never mind. It's all good.
But you are in a cabal that you have trust for each other. You're in a node, so it's easy to use prime 2 to siphon from the node into Eden instead of yourself.
All right,
Oh,
fuck
no, I'm
it.
not
It's
doing
the
that.
end of the season. I'm going to burn a willpower.
Yeah.
Because
Good call.
this difficulty is 7 because I'm doing such a complex spell with
Yep.
vulgar and witnesses.
Fingers
Yeah.
crossed. Do it.
Oh, I got 1 success.
Got
It
one.
fucking lands.
Nice. Nice.
because
See, Oh, you didn't even willpower.
I
willpower.
unchecked it. Well, damn, I got one success without the willpower. Awesome.
Okay.
It still landed.
Yeah.
Very nice.
And you see that Marcus has been trying to hit this thing.
Oh yeah, and she just immediately just grabs onto his big old meat hook. She's like, "Let me help."
I don't know how this is going to help. And he brings the sword down again. And you see it actually cleave into this alligator skin. You got one success. So with the sword's damage, that will be a total of 6 points.
Nice.
Yeah. You have spirit sight. Eden has spirit sight. You will see from the parking lot this massive 9-foot tall red furred Krynos, this man wolf coming forward. The sword in its arm is massive. It is almost the size of Marcus's sword, but it is one-handed.
Oh, shit.
It comes rushing unbelievably fast, inhumanly fast, in fact. And as it comes forward and you see that it is about to overshoot the dragon, it digs its claw into the ground and slides around to the front of it. And it jams its sword into the mouth like a fulcrum and starts to pull up to let the cat out. This dragon is mad.
Are we seeing the environment around us get destroyed without the spirits actually being present, or is it just the Umbra side that's getting fucked? It is
just the Umbra side that is getting fucked.
That is so weird.
Yeah. And you're not sure because there is this layer of water that almost feels inhumanly high. Like, you know, there are dips in Tropical Park. There are little valleys where the hills have kind of been created to give different heights and variations and perspectives. There's no dip near this tree. This is on not a hill, but definitely on some of the more leveled ground. And you can see that the water has already come up to Tanya's waist, and she's kneeling down. It is becoming a slog to kind of walk towards the tree.
Eden, can you do something about this water?
Yeah, sure. I can try. Can I use life and matter and forces to sort of get the water to seep quickly into the ground?
Ooh. Why do you think life is necessary if you have matter and forces?
Normally just because of the connection to nature, but if it's just matter and forces, then I can do that too.
Okay. Well, yeah, matter and forces will pull the water into the soil, and matter will move the soil molecules enough to start to drain it. So yeah, cast a forces and matter. Vulgar.
Yeah. All right, I will, after being doubled over, I'll just sit on the ground and place my hand against the ground.
It is, you are almost at waist level of water.
Oh, shit.
So you dive deep to touch the ground beneath you.
Oh, yeah. And then we will cast.
Yep.
All right. So that's going to be vulgar.
Yep.
And matter and forces.
Welcome to the Vulgar Club.
Yeah.
Thanks. It's great.
When witches got to get shit done.
Yep.
I'm just an anti-python horse right now.
I'm happily avoiding all the witchy shit, so I'm good.
Vulgar.
Although this is telling me I may need to get some spirit if I'm going to exist in this fucking city.
In this kneeling position, you are brought back to seeking, and you hear that rumbling behind you. You feel that presence of the alligator on your back. It's not oppressive, though, but it is there.
I will use a willpower as well.
Okay.
And we will cast.
Nice.
3
3
successes.
successes.
There, you can sense that whatever is doing this is originating from the alligator. It is forcing this arena to become favorable for it. And
because they move faster in the water.
Exactly.
With 3 successes, how many do you want to devote to drainage and how many do you want to devote to area?
2 to area, 1 to drainage currently, I think.
Okay. So 20 feet out from you in every direction, there's going to be this dip of water as it drains into the soil underneath you. If you are kneeling upright where the water was at your waist, it is now down to your knee. So it only is encompassing the bottom of your foot. It is a big drainage that you have pulled through.
I deny you.
Jack, what do you want to do?
Can I use forces to help force its mouth open? I can't even see it. Or can I add some force to the hums attack?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Oh, go
Increase the
kinetic
weight.
with that shit.
Yeah, you can increase the gravity that is pulling down on the blade when he swings.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that'll be a forces 2 effect.
Forces 2. All right, you said
Gravity is a minor force.
it's true. Vulgar
Yeah,
witnesses.
We're all vulgar today.
there are witnesses.
All right, we're definitely using willpower.
Yeah.
And we're adding node.
Yep.
Where is node?
It's somewhat down there.
All right.
Nice. Yep. His next swing will have 2 extra points of damage. And you will see that Hums now puts his foot into the crocodile's mouth and continues to use his sword as a fulcrum. You see some of the teeth just snapping out of its maw. You can see that it is starting to become vestiges. Sylvia will see the same kind of tear in his pattern that she saw in the alligator in Homestead. And it's looking thinner and thinner, smaller and smaller the more damage it is taking. And as the cat slips free, you see that the restraint that was tearing down on Tanya relieves itself. She gets up and she starts to move, and she brings her hands down on the snout of the dragon, and all of you will feel this burst of quintessence, and you will see her pattern break for a moment, which you all recognize as taking vulgar paradox backlash, and she disintegrates this dragon and she collapses.
Shit, I felt that.
Yeah. And the cat collapses next to her.
Shit. Is the water still there?
No, it's starting to drain.
Okay.
Yeah, without the dragon there to sustain it, it is draining much faster than how it rose.
I'm gonna walk up. I'll give Hums a pat on the shoulder. Good,
Yeah, you would have put Sylvia down by that point.
Yeah,
She's standing on her cane.
And then check
as
on
long as she doesn't have
Tanya.
to move, she's fine. It's just moving isn't the problem. And she just looks to Marcus and is like, "You did good. You did good.
I survived the dragon fight, even though I couldn't see it.
But you hit it. I promise. I made that happen for you."
I did hit it.
Move over to Tanya and make sure she's okay. I got life. Yeah. We're going to use it.
Eden sees Jude there, and he's just clearly staring and very much in the throes of, I have no dots of medicine.
Yeah. You see at the same time that you go to help Tanya, that the cat's eyes become milky white, just like the crocodile in Homestead. And when you reach out to see how Tanya's doing, you'll hear this boom, and you'll notice this light, almost like moonlight breaking through the foliage, the kind of branches, and you will hear sounds from far away. And instinctively, you've never seen a moon bridge before, but you know that one of the last things this dragon accomplished is opening the moon bridge.
Oh, shit.
And with Tanya and her weakened condition, there is no way to stop it. And as you reach out with life, you feel the one thing that would probably send shivers down your spine, but she's fallen into a quiet.
Oh, shit. Fuck.
What is it?
Quiet.
Oh,
Okay.
rat
Fuck.
fucking.
And literally, Sylvia is going to hobble, quite literally hobbling to this poor girl.
Yep.
And she will go to her knees beside her, hold her face, and she's going to basically pull her avatar forward.
Is it a persona or is it the avatar?
It's the avatar because it's the one that did it for her.
Okay.
And she just says, help her.
Everything goes quiet around Sylvia. Time freezes. You and Tanya are no longer in the park. There is this wilderness. The tree is there. It's the only thing that comes with you. The panther is there. And there are flashbacks to just last week. The questing beast, your grandmother, and it kneels beside you. It is not her time.
Can you help her? Can I help her?
If that is what you want, I can shunt the avatar until you are ready. You will require medical assistance until you are prepared to take on this task.
Do it. She's so
There-
young.
There is no face on this angel of death, but the way it looks down when you say do it, it almost feels like it could cry in that moment. And it is with a heavy hand that it puts his skeletal hand on top of her forehead. And you will see the opposite of what happened to your grandmother. Her avatar shard comes out of her, and the sound of breaking glass shatters the avatar and sends pieces flying in all directions. She convulses for a second and then becomes catatonically still. It is done.
And when I am ready, we fix her.
And it stands, and as it walks away, the tropical park scene comes back. Everyone will have felt this sudden burst of quintessence. And you'll see
Refill
Tanya
your pools if you need to.
Yep. And you'll see Tanya convulse and become still.
Okay.
Call an ambulance right now.
Yeah. Jude.
Jude's actually gonna haul ass away from everyone else because all of his technology was in water.
Yeah.
So he's going to actually just grab someone's phone.
Yeah.
Does not matter if they're in the middle of using it, and immediately shift to the emergency dial for 911.
Yeah.
Nice and quick.
And Eden and Sylvia will see on the Umbra Hums standing over the Panther, his sword in his hand. And it almost looks like he's about to deliver a mercy blow.
Don't you dare. Don't you dare. And Sylvia's literally staring at this Krynos fucking wolf with not a shred of fear in her eyes. And she says, don't you dare.
And it takes the sword and jams it into the tree. And when he does, it loses a lot of its majesty. The sword shrinks. It becomes enveloped by a branch in the tree, starting a new low branch. And you will see sitting in one of the branches is the eagle spirit. It nods at the Krynos. And it nods at the Panther. And you see this Krynos pick up the Panther and put it on the tree with the eagle.
Sylvia just looks up at the Krynos, gives it a nod, and then she looks at the Panther and says, I promise she will be healed.
It opens its mouth like it could meow or do some kind of vocalization, but it's just so weak that nothing comes out.
Rest in the meantime. She will return to you.
The eagle sits up, and the Krynos, you will see, feeds it some kind of energy. And then it starts to walk back towards his car. And as he does, he shifts back down to his human form. It almost looks like he's crying. The ambulance arrives and takes her to Doctor's hospital. The park is quiet. The rain has stopped. Where is everyone?
Gazebo.
Probably just ambling back towards the group at this point after calling emergency services.
Well, unless somebody has picked up Sylvia, she's still sitting.
Yeah, actually, I would have taken Sylvia with me if she wanted to.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm going to beckon Jude, walk over to the drone, see if we can disable it more.
All right. He'll detract towards Jack, but still making eye contact with the other two to be like, we good? You cool? We good? As he's backing up, but he's double checking with the rest of the group.
Yeah. And between the two of you, you will disable the drone. But not before you notice a black Ford Explorer with tinted windows kind of pull into the parking lot and just slowly extend itself through the whole parking lot before pulling back out and turning onto Bird.
Lock the license plates.
I guess they decided they didn't want to pick this fight.
No, they're collecting data.
As fucking usual.
We can give you a technocracy crash course later.
Spoiler alert, they're dicks.
No shit.
Spoiler alert, there's more to it than you think.
So what, were they just watching the dragon do its thing? What were they attempting to do? Why were they here?
Studying the node.
Maybe.
Whatever's the biggest pain in the ass reason is usually the correct one.
Gotcha.
They didn't give a shit about anything else. Guarantee it.
That was fucking wild.
Yeah. Wish I could have seen any of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, what the fuck was up with the water?
Yeah, it was the beast was emitting it, causing it, something like that. It wasn't that hard to counteract, but
Alligator,
fucking
water.
bastards.
Yeah, makes sense.
which ones?
So
Opening
many
the
of 'em.
drone. Yeah. Opening the drone, you will see that inside there is an etching. It just says Aster 047.
yeah, nope.
You all do know Jude's last name.
Mm-hmm. So they were inspecting you?
Worse. This looks like the work of my mom and dad, who are New World Order agents. Last I checked.
Oh.
That's one hell of a family you got there.
You're fucking telling me.
Yeah, the fight was supposed to come down a little bit. You don't, ramp it up.
Seriously. Fuck, I can't believe this shit.
Respectfully.
I have ways of hiding. I don't know if you guys do too. So now that I know that it is them, their names are Jim and Susan, by the way. They literally share my last name.
Jim
And to answer, I hate this so much. I'm gonna set up some extra defenses for all of you and your technology so that they can't start tracking you as well. Because if they're already finding random shit like this,
Sylvia passes over her phone.
Thank you. It will be
I can
returned.
get you my laptop tomorrow.
Yeah.
Everything. Get me anything. If you guys have a fucking like Fitbit, get that to me too. I don't care. And I'm sorry that my past is dredging up in Miami. God damn it.
Not your
fault.
Not your
tell
fault.
us. Tell us. Yeah.
Not your fault. You didn't ask for your parents.
Exactly.
Not your fault.
One thing at a time. They're not the most overt people in the world, so we're not going to see any more, I think, immediately from them. But
they probably just want you to call.
Yeah. And the second they get my number, I change numbers.
Yeah, I understand.
I haven't seen my parents in a couple years now. Like,
yeah. They try to recruit you?
As I can tell you guys about it so much later once we deal with this and once I do the rice treatment to my Switch, my laptop, my phone. I'm so glad I left my Tamagotchi at home today. Fuck me. How are you all doing?
I just had my avatar basically shatter a young one's avatar so that she could stop being quiet for a time until I can figure out how to piece her back together without being quiet.
Jeez.
Fuck me.
This is going to sound horrid, Sylvia, but I beg you, just leave me in the quiet.
Do you know what happens when you go quiet, Jude?
No, but
reality no longer exists.
You go cuckoo. You go crazy.
Almost sounds more pleasant than losing my avatar entirely.
Oh, it can be. But reality doesn't exist, and neither do rules. And fucked up shit happens to a lot of people.
Yeah. I don't know how the fuck we're going to even start fixing that shit.
Marauders aren't
used a
inherently
lot.
bad on their own.
I don't know
Something
about that.
horrible happened to them.
I've never encountered any, so I don't know much about them aside from they're dangerous.
Yeah, that's what everybody knows about them. They're dangerous. And they're seen as an enemy because they're dangerous. But they aren't always inherently bad. They just don't have any control because control doesn't exist.
Well, let's not talk about fucking marauders, okay? She's not a marauder. Okay, that's not even a guarantee.
I stopped that.
Well, at the moment, she's not much of anything aside from unconscious.
She's going to need medical treatment.
And metaphysical treatment.
She will also need metaphysical treatment, which I will give to her just as soon as I'm ready. And I don't think it's going to be long. Because if I could convince my avatar to do that, my avatar knows it won't be long.
You need any help, let me know.
Appreciate it.
God, that was hell of a backlash.
I think I'm going to need to...
Are you okay, Eden?
Yeah, I'm fine. She'll lift up her shirt and it's just like covered in like bruises across her stomach. It's whatever.
Ooh.
I've been fucked up worse than that.
Yeah.
How about you, tall, dark, and handsome? And Jude will look over at Jack.
Today was a lot. I didn't see half of it, but
look, man, I gotta start accessing different dimensions because this is turning into some bullshit that I can't notice half the shit you're dealing with.
Yeah, no, I'm glad I was able to help. I just
am I going to start tutoring the whole cabal on how to see things?
I wouldn't mind more tips. I'm still new to it.
If I could avoid the dead, that would be nice. But
you can totally avoid the dead. Don't mess with powers of entropy and oblivion.
Easiest thing in the world to do. Thank you, Sylvia. But yes,
because
I would
that's
love
what
some tutoring.
ties the visions to their realm.
Yeah, no, just
to see the higher vibrational beings, you have to focus on the realm of spirit with a capital S.
Yeah, that one's gonna be hard for me to learn, I think. But I'll try.
You like a challenge.
Yeah.
Just more trying to fit the challenge into my expertise.
Fuck, I'm finished with my cigarette. Are we ready to get out of here? This place.
Denny's?
Yes. Oh my gosh, I'm starved.
I could demolish some buttered toast right now.
I have got enough food to feed me for a fucking month in my freezer. Literally, I would appreciate just being dropped off at home.
Okay. All right.
You still got family around and all that stuff that are staying?
No, mom and dad left already. Everyone else took off within a day or two after the funeral, but brothers and parents left after the reading of the will, and mom and dad tried to convince me to come back to Tampa. And I'm like, no.
Oh, God, you're already in Florida, and now they want you to go somewhere in worse Florida? Why?
That's where I'm from.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, so I was like, no, I've started to build a life here, and Tampa was never really home, and I want to stay. And so my mom got lifetime rights to the house, and she's letting me stay basically as caretaker.
Fuck, you live in the Pink Palace now. Okay.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I can't promise I'll be good, but if you ever want help repainting, I guess I can offer assistance.
I have to go through the fucking city to see what colors are approved. Because it's a historic home, so I have to follow the rules, which really goads me.
Or maybe you just have to leave it pink outside and then paint it black inside. I don't know.
So,
all right. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
With everybody having accomplished the defeat of the dragon, the protection of Tanya, at least for now, preventing her from going further into quiet and possibly becoming a marauder, some wins are worth the losses. And with that, this has been the first season of Magic City Memoirs. Thank you all for this fantastic story. Couldn't have done it without you.
Me too. That was awesome.
Look, this Mage season was easier than my last one because my last one, I didn't know what the fuck I was doing.
It's funny how that happens.
Look at you learning.
I've used vulgar magic way less than the last time. It's great.
Yeah. I waited till the season finale to go vulgar.
Yeah.
You waited till the season finale to spend willpower, practically.
Practically.
Well worth it, though.
Worth it. The 3 paradox, that was worth it.
You can work that off.
I can work it off. She can do mundane for a few weeks. It's fine. All right. So thank you, everyone, for joining us. Please join us on the Discord. That is where we hang out when we are not streaming, y'all. We also do sometimes Zoom hangouts on Fridays or Saturday evenings when we are not streaming on Friday and Saturday evenings like we are currently. And we also post our casting calls there. And there is currently an open and ongoing casting call for Call of Cthulhu 7E London Esoteric Society that streams at 3 p.m. on Saturdays. So that is for a guest role. And if you're interested in playing Call of Cthulhu, you need to be a member of the Discord server so that you can apply to be in that game. And if you want to check out back episodes of this game or a variety of others that we have done here on McStabber Studios, do check out our YouTube. You can go there and check out over 5 years of content that we have done relating to World of Darkness games and also other TTRPGs as well. And of course, you can go to London Esoteric Society's YouTube channel. That link is also in chat to check out Call of Cthulhu 7E London Esoteric Society, as well as a D&D campaign that was called Ishbel that was completed on our channel. And then, of course, a variety of other games that Tiss has run, because that's where she stores her content, including a 7th Sea miniseries that she ran in January. Yeah. And if you would like to check out amazing friends that stream to other channels besides playing with us multiple nights a week in some cases, you can check out our friends whose links are in chat right now. Ravnos Archon, what you got going on your channel?
Hi, everybody. I run TTRPG stuff that isn't Dungeons and Dragons. So I have Mondays for Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition. Tuesdays are for Werewolf the Wild West or Scion 1st edition. And then Thursdays are for Legend of the Five Rings or 7th Sea. And then, like you saw, I have infiltrated all the Wednesday splats here on McStabber Studios. And I have worked some kind of hoodoo voodoo to get into the Kansas City cast on Friday as well. So you'll get to see me twice a week now. I apologize.
Apology not accepted. But do check him out. He runs some great games on his channel as well. And do check out Junie Von Esch. She is our currently vampire storyteller on Saturday evenings. And she also does some crafty stuff with crochet and sometimes cross-stitching as well on her channel. So do check her out. And right now she is doing a fundraiser for St. Jude's. And please donate to St. Jude's by checking out her streams when she's streaming. And she will do things like cupcake smashes in her face or eating a mini cupcake while being forced to read whatever you choose based on how much of a donation's given. Yeah, things like that. It's a lot of fun, but it's also for a good cause. So do check her out and give her some love. And Mischievous Red, she streams on occasion on her channel, usually on Sundays. But as she says, join the Discord because we do alert folks when our friends go live. So do check her out, give her some love from the McStabbers. And Rerolls is currently on hiatus, but he will be hopefully starting back up with a new campaign on his channel in the summer, early summer, next month. So hopefully that works out, but you can go and give him a follow. follow. And if you're on our Discord, you'll get alerted when he goes live again. And then DM Daddy RPG is where you will find Jen of Thieves. She is Sunday booth in our Friday game, Kansas City, A Domain Divided. You can check her out playing and running games on DM Daddy RPG, where she also, like me and Shanky, she and her husband run a channel. Yep. And if you would like to check out some amazing merch that we have done for our games and our studio, you can go to Zazzle, link in chat right now. Make sure you are signed in to the Zazzle account that you set up there, and set your settings so that you can see everything, so that you can see all our merch, because some of our merch has adult language on it, and Zazzle does require us to mark those as adult rated. So like our Camp Wish a Motherfucker Would Camp Counselor t-shirt, that's one of them. And the other one is Cat's to-do list, which is kick ass, take names, be a dragon, all checked, and then Dracula, not checked. Will it ever get checked? Will we ever know? Maybe a lady never tells.
A lady never tells. It went like this.
It went like this, except to her girlfriends, when she's like, oh my God.
Have you all ever tasted the Eastern European mountains?
Dracula might be Maddox's favorite Zamitzi, but
he's a good Zamitzi, let's be real there.
He is a good Zamitzi. All right. And if you would like to support this amazing crew of folks here that played this Mage game, you can do so by showing us your biddies, y'all. That's right. Bits and donations are given to our cast here at McStabber Studios. And if you would like to support the channel itself, you can do so by subscribing here on Twitch. If you have Amazon Prime, you get 1 free subscription a month, and you might consider giving that to us. And if you don't want Twitch to be a horrible pimp and take half, and you don't mind ads, you can go ahead and buy Mama a coffee. Yep, our coffee link is in chat right now. You can buy Mama a coffee. Twitch doesn't get half. And that goes to studio expenses. So thank you so much if you can contribute financially. If you can't, that's completely valid. We understand. World's on fire. Economies are garbage right now. We get it. We get it. Another day working for $1. I get it. You know, and literally you can go to YouTube for free. Subscribe there. If you're watching content on our YouTube channel, just like and comment. Do both. Okay. If you're clicking the like, go down to the comments and just leave a quick comment. For real. What that does is that shows active engagement with our videos. So that bumps us higher in the YouTube algorithm, so that when people search for content like ours, they'll see us near the top, and more people will come and see our stuff. That's a free way to support us. And we appreciate folks that do that. We engage with comments on YouTube. We answer questions, respond to commentary. Absolutely. So you can engage with us there and help boost us for free. And coming up over the next week, we have Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern, Kansas City, A Domain Divided. We're in season 5, y'all, and shit is getting hot up in here. We lost Rashad. And Kat's got to get her brother to join the team, because the team needs more muscle. For real, we're going up against the Second Inquisition. People are going to die, y'all.
Well, not people, just kindred.
Rurik is such a team player. He's such a... Hey, he used to have a pack.
Oh, right in the canine.
I'm gonna pocket that one. That one might come up, but yeah.
Yeah, enjoy sending him into a frenzy over that one.
What? That's frenzies when it gets fun.
And that's very Zamitzi of you.
Yes, it is. So that's Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern. And then Saturday, Tis is on summer break right now, so there is no Call of Cthulhu, but we do have at 8 p.m. Eastern, Junie Von Esch's Storyteller for Chicago, Hidden City, Vampire the Masquerade V5, Chronicles set in 2010. Yeah, myself, Maddox, and Antera here are in that. Yeah. So do join us 8 p.m. Eastern. We got some fucked up shit going on, and we are actually going into the season 1 finale on Saturday.
Doesn't feel like it.
I know.
So
I know.
it hasn't hit like at all.
Yeah, it's the season 1 finale this coming Saturday. And we've started bringing it to the fucking Ash Finders. Yeah. So we'll see what happens. And then that's it for the week, because Wednesday night, there's no stream. Our next Wednesday night stream will actually be starting the first Wednesday in June, when Dark Ages returns. We're going to take a little break for our Wednesdays so that we all can reset a little bit and have some time that we're not playing horrible monsters and games. So, lastly, I'm going to say, please take care of yourselves, y'all. I understand it's stressful day to day, and there's, constantly bad news. And it's meant to wear down the psyche. It is. It is meant to break people. It is meant to make people comply by breaking them. Don't let it break you. For real. Don't. But if it is, you're not weak. Because that just shows you have a lot of fucking empathy, and it's being harshly tested. Okay? And if you are currently in crisis because of stress or stressors or other things going off in your life that are just blowing everything up for you, I want you to reach out for help. I want you to get help. Either that's through support network that you have, that's through providers that you have access to for your mental well-being, or if you don't have any of that, I want you to reach out to a helpline, to a crisis support line. Please. Right now in chat, there's a list of organizations you can call or text 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And if you are not able to see the listing that we have on Twitch chat because you're watching on YouTube, or you're outside of the US, or you are otherwise not present in one of our streams where we do this announcement, I want you to go to findahelpline.com. Real simple website, findahelpline altogether.com. Go to that site, search by your location. You will find the crisis resources available to you. They cover over 140 countries. Please reach out, get help. People that staff those lines are people that are trained to deal with crisis, but they oftentimes have experienced the same crisis and they want to give back. They want to help others navigate through it too. Okay? They want to help you. Let them. It's important when you're in crisis to let those that want to help you actually help you. And I'm on McStabber, I'm a registered nurse. I'm going to tell you, please take care of your physical well-being as well as your mental. They go hand in hand. Take your meds, drink your water, get your sunshine when you can, but make sure you're wearing SPF, okay? Because skin cancer is a bitch, especially when you get old, okay? And also make sure you get vaccinated. It's real important that you protect yourself and you protect your loved ones. Get your kids vaccinated if you're a parent. It's real fucking important that you do that because that's your job, to protect your kids. Okay? And also, y'all know, if y'all voted for the fucking fascists around the world that are in charge, just fuck off, because blood's on your hands and you're going to burn in hell. And literally, y'all can fuck off. The rest of us, we got to pull together. We got to support each other. We got to get through this. Okay? Seriously. And make sure that if you are causing good trouble, that you are doing so safely. Okay? If you're protesting, be aware of your environment and make sure that you know your rights. And that can be iffy in certain areas at this point. Make sure you're safe. Okay? and protect yourselves, protect your neighbors, literally. And call your elected representatives, even if they're fucking Republicans, give them fucking hell. Try to do so calmly if you can. Yelling at people gets them to dismiss you and hang up. Try to do so calmly, but give them hell. If enough fucking people complain constantly, staffers start talking. Staffers get burnt out. Staffers will fucking quit. It's a way to send a message. Good trouble, y'all. I want y'all to have a very good night. Thank you for joining us. Take care, everybody.